Hey guys, Cross here with yet another little random video. Today we'll be doing, another 30-day challenge, but by now, if any of you watch my videos, you should know the way I do these. And this one's Pokemon. So, let's begin. Question number 1, favorite Pokemon. This is an easy one. I've answered it before. Ferret, the ferret type Pokemon. I just love anything to do with ferrets. I'm very biased when it comes to that, I will admit. Number 2. Least favorite Pokemon. Ugh. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime scares me in a way. He's like I don't know, he's like the mix between a mime, a clown, and a creepy porcelain doll. 3 things which, well, 2 of which I'm scared of. Mimes I'm iffy with, but clowns and creepy porcelain dolls. Number 3, favorite starter Pokemon. My favorite starter Pokemon would actually be Torchic, and there is, of course, a reason behind this. The very first game I ever got was Pokemon Ruby for the Game Boy Advance, and Torchic was my starter in that, so technically Torchic was my first Pokemon. I've mentioned this before in another one of my Pokemon related videos. Number 4, favorite Eeveelution. I was originally thinking of putting Eevee herself here, but decided against it since it specifically says Eeveelution, not just, Eevee. And my favorite Eeveelution has, and most likely always will be, Flareon. Whenever I get a game, Flareon is the first evolution I evolve. Number 5, favorite legendary Pokemon. Latios and Latias, the sweet brother and sister from Pokemon Heroes. I love Latias. I've mentioned Latias before in other videos. How my friend was playing my Pokemon Ruby game and they found Latias. I'm like, where'd you find Latias? And they're like, I found Latias in the desert. So yeah. Favorite legendary Pokemon would be Latios and Latias. Number 6 is most terrifying Pokemon. Please don't laugh at me, but I am petrified of Kyogre. I don't like deep water. I don't like deep sea. Deep sea is one of my biggest fears. Kyogre is a deep sea Pokemon. Plus, I've had nightmares before of just falling through the darkness into the open mouth of a Kyogre, and I woke up in a cold sweat, panicking, and like freaking out. So, I know, it's, I guess, I just have this whole hype build up around Kyogre that scares the living daylights out of me. So, in my opinion, the most terrifying Pokemon is Kyogre. Number 7, most adorable Pokemon. Who doesn't love babies? Especially a little Togepi. I tried to do the voice. I can't do the voice. I'm not going to try and do the voice. But most adorable Pokemon is Togepi. Just look at her. Still in the egg, little. Like you just wanna pick her up and you just wanna like hug her and nurture her. No. Number 8, most amusing Pokemon. Lickitung. Lickitung. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's Lickitung. Number 9 is favorite Pokemon type. My favorite type is fire. I don't know why, just out of the 3 starters, grass, water, fire. Fire has always been my favorite and most likely will be till the day I die. Number 10 is least favorite Pokemon type. This falls into what is the opposite of fire. Grass. I've never really been a fan of grass types, mainly because being primarily a fire type starter, I've always found grass to be relatively weak. Just in comparison, like, I know there were some really badass grass type Pokemon out there, and there are some grass type Pokemon that I really love. Just overall, in an overall, like, general, general view, I guess, of the types. I personally don't like grass. Number 11, favorite new Pokemon from Black and White. My favorite Pokemon from the Black and White series is Zurok. I've mentioned this Pokemon before, and I'm probably mispronouncing the name. Zurok, the little shadow trickster fox, is my favorite Pokemon from Black and White. Number 12 is favorite Pokemon attack / move, and my favorite attack is actually Quick Attack. Kind of files into another question I'll be answering later. But I really I've always preferred speed over power. You know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Number 13, if you lived in the Pokemon world, what would you be? This one should be pretty obvious. A trainer, a Pokemon trainer. I'd probably do a little breeding on the side. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. 14, if you were a gym leader, what would your specialty be? Okay, this is the one that ties in to my favorite move, which is Quick Attack. My specialty would be speed-based Pokemon, a speed / agility specialist if I could be a gym leader. 15 is favorite region in the Pokemon world. Johto. Pokemon Gold is the oldest game I own. I'm talking like those big mega cartridges. And Pokemon Gold, of course, takes place in Johto. So once again, I guess it kind of ties back into, you'd think Cohen or something because of Ruby. But I don't know, I've always loved Johto. I think it's also probably because Ferret comes from Johto. And who wouldn't just want to be walking out in the wild and just see a bunch of wild ferrets just running through the grass and stealing socks? Number 16, if you could live anywhere in the Pokemon world, where would it be? For this one, I chose one that a lot of you might not even really know about. It's a city from Pokemon Coliseum in the Ore region, and it's Phenac City, Phenac. Once again, I'm bad at pronouncing things, so I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But it's in Pokemon Coliseum, and it's in Pokemon XD Darkness. And it's the first city with a gym, and it's this beautiful city. It's in the middle of a desert, and it's the Oasis, and the Oasis is turned into a giant fountain, and it's such a beautiful city. And it reminds me kind of Venice, and I've always wanted to go to Venice, so I thought it'd be fun. 17. If you could be any Pokemon, what would you be? For me, I'd want to be let me guess, you're going to think I'm going to say Ferret, but no. I'd actually want to be a Riolu, mainly because, you know, they have thumbs. They're like these little tiny, just, I don't know, do you know the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series and stuff? Whenever I do the what Pokemon are you, I always land on Riolu. And Riolu is one of my Dream Team Pokemon, well, the first evolution of one of my Dream Team Pokemon. Number 18 is favorite gym leader. And my favorite gym leader would be Flannery. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She's from Ruby and Sapphire, and she's, well, you can see her here. Once again, this ties into liking fire, and I always thought she was really, really cute and spunky. So, my favorite gym leader is Flannery. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. Okay. 19 is favorite Elite Four member / champion. I went with Acerola. She's from Sun and Moon, the cute little ghost girl. And she turns out to be one of the Elite Four members in one of the games. She's my favorite Elite Four member. Number 20, favorite Pokemon professor. For me, it would be Juniper, being the only female professor throughout the games. She broke a stereotype that all the professors previously had been male. 21 is favorite bad guys. This one should be pretty obvious. I've always loved Team Rocket, Jesse and James. like in the first season, mainly in the first like 2 or 3 episodes, they are actually really badass. And over time, they've kind of turned into like a comic relief. But like I've always loved their relationship. You know, like best friends are always there for each other. And I may or may not ship them. I totally do. 22. Favorite rival. This one was easy for me. They're technically a rival, but a lot of, I don't know, they're so sweet and innocent in compared to other rivals. My favorite rival is Wally, this cute little green-haired sickly boy that they're like, I want to be a trainer too. Can you help me catch my first Pokemon? And so he goes out and he rolls. And he ends up traveling around with, and I don't know, just look at the sweet little face. Like, he is one of the, out of like all the characters in Pokemon, he is the one that I would most like want to just go over and hug him and be like, sweetie, it's okay. Number 23, a Pokemon which reminds you of a friend. I'm not really going to name any names for this one, but I chose Chansey for a few reasons. The majority of my friends are very kind, very caring people, and most importantly, the reason why I chose Chansey, they always have like either aspirin or ibuprofen on them. They always have some kind of painkiller on them. You know, like Con Mom, it's like, oh, what is your ailment? Whips out, you know, an aspirin or something. So I went with Chansey, the healing Pokemon. 24, a Pokemon you find useful in real life. I went for Meowth / Persian for one reason alone. Payday. If you had Payday, just go out and, you know, joke around and train your Pokemon and you'd make money. You wouldn't need a job. Would you say a Pokemon trainer is a career choice? So I think Payday would be a very useful skill to have in your life. 25. A Pokemon based on your favorite animal. I answered this one for number 1. Ferret, the ferret type Pokemon. I am very biased when it comes to ferrets. I love all things ferret. 26. A Pokemon that is your favorite color. My favorite color is purple. And yeah, so like Espeon, Haunter. 27. Favorite Pokemon game. This one once again ties back to my childhood, which is Ruby. The first game I ever owned, first game I ever played, and it's just one of those things that stuck with me. So my favorite game is Ruby. Number 28 is, what did you nickname your rival? I don't know if this is a common thing or not, but I actually named them their names. Like, all characters like have names, whether it's been like released or whatever. And I would just name them their name. Number 29. Favorite Pokemon tune or song? For this, I went with Born to Be a Winner from Johto League. Out of all the Pokemon songs, it's the one that is the most likely to get stuck in my head. And I don't know, when I think of Pokemon, aside from, of course, the Poké-Rap, which I thought would be too obvious for this. Number 30. Most nostalgic element of Pokemon. I don't really know the age group of people watching, so you may be old enough to remember this, you may not be. But years ago, back when I was a kid, we used to get Pokemon trainer tip cards in cereal boxes. I still have some of these in my Pokemon binder. And I just remember, like, you know, like mom or dad would bring home cereal, and I'd be sitting on the stairs. It wouldn't even make it to the kitchen. And I'd have already ripped open the box and pulled out the card. And it's like, it's what I don't have! Yay! You know, or if it was one I already had, put it back in the box, be like, go get me another box, please. This has been 30 Pokemon questions answered by me. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye!